Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone's very well, and welcome to the Sacred Sing. I'm just going to do my customary sound checks, but it's so great to see everybody here. I hope you've had a nice weekend so far, and yeah, some wonderful people here. Lots of people here early. Lots of interesting chat in the comments about how it's important to stay around to the end. You know, in which case, I might hang around to the end of the broadcast because that sounds really intriguing. I'm also genuinely curious as to why my family is awake at the moment. Usually on a Sunday morning, there'd just be me in the house, and I'd be warming up really quietly, going yeah, 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 so as not to disturb them. But they're all awake and alert, so just curious to see what's going to happen. I have no idea what's going on, but there's something happening. So welcome to a slightly, well, the mystery Sacred Sing. We'll certainly have some lovely music. We've got 5 gorgeous pieces this morning, and then something's happening at the end that I don't know about. So I suspect shenanigans, and I suspect the ringleader is my dear friend Kit Kat. So we'll find out, won't we? Lovely to see everybody, and I hope you're having a lovely day. In the meantime, I'm just going to pretend that it's perfectly normal Sacred Sing and nothing untoward is happening. So who else is here? Oh, fabulous. Hello, Diane and George. Amazing to see you. It must be so early in the morning, bless you. And I've also seen that Brenda is here. And a number of people from the American continent, so lovely to see you all. Hello to Bill and Helen in California. Lots of love to you. I hope things are subsiding slightly with the fires. And I know you don't comment normally, so if we can all say hello to Bill and Helen, who are in Berkeley in California. And every day they've been looking out this week, and the sky has been red and smoke everywhere, and we just send all our love to you and everyone else who's out there. If you're in Oregon, if you're in any of these states that's been hit by fires, all our love to you, and thank you for being here. So I was in the middle of doing sound checks before I started talking about lovely people, so I'll just do that and then we'll get on. And the sky has been red. Yeah. Diane and George are asking, even Katie. Yes, especially Katie, which is what makes me suspicious, but we'll see, won't we? Let's just play a bit of Elgar. Oh, that chord. Oh. Like somebody of Okay, do we have piano? We'll find out in a minute. Let's just check we have sound recordings as well. So plenty good room. Okay, let's find out, shall we? Good, piano works. Excellent. Good. Oh, lots of people saying hello. Hello, Leslie from Chicago. Splendid to see you. Who else is here? Loads and loads and loads of amazing people. My goodness. Oh, so lovely to see you all. Right, so the sound's working. The sound is fine. I can now turn this off. Fabulous. Good. Well, here in Bristol, the sun is shining brightly. The mercury is rising, and it's looking like we're going to be up for a little mini summer today. Let me just see. Yes, high of 22 degrees here in Bristol. Balmy. T-shirt weather here in Bristol, and tomorrow 27 degrees. So yeah, Elijah might be a little bit on the warm side tomorrow afternoon, those of you involved with self-isolation choir, but a really lovely day, and feels like a bit of an extra bonus. It's marvellous. So how is the weather where everybody is today? It's sunny in Cheshire. Hello, Dave and Jill. Great to see you. Oh, wow, so many people. Oh, fantastic. So who else is here? So hello, Anne. Great to see you. We missed you as well. And Brenda likes Plenty Good Room. It's such a good song, isn't it, Brenda? It just gets in here, doesn't it? It's something about that. If you got that rhythm, yeah, syncopation with a dotted rhythm. It's so catchy. Hello, Michael. Hope all is well in Lytham St Anne's. Brenda says it's still dark in Hotlanta. Oh, bless you. Hello, Jill. Hope all's very well with you. And Gina and Glennis in York. Hello, Marion. A special welcome to Kate, who's joining us for the first time. Hi, Kate. Good to see you. Thanks for coming along today. Hello, Norb. a very sunny Germany, or a very sunny Sunday morning greeting from me to you. Good to see you. Jill says, it's dull here today, but still about 30 degrees. Goodness me. It's gloomy in Belfast, says Morgan Fiona. Well, I reckon you might get a bit of sunshine later on, just looking out the window here, looking at the forecast. Oh, thank you, Kit Kat. Yes, please, if everyone would mind clicking the like button. And if there are any people out there who aren't subscribed, do consider hitting the subscribe button for me today. We have 2,398 subscribers as of when I logged on today. So I wonder, could we nudge over 2,400 today? If you're not subscribed, just that red button. It's all it takes. All right, just a single click. If you click the bell, the little bell next to it as well, you'll get a notification to your email that just says when we're on and what we're doing. So that's entirely up to you. But the red button, the subscribe button, if you haven't clicked it, do consider doing that, because we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. If we can manage that, and it's a lot to ask, but I wonder if we can get to 3,000 by Christmas. That would be amazing, wouldn't it? That'd be absolutely lovely. So who else is here? Hello, Christine. Good to see you. Oh, I know what you mean, actually, Leslie. It's so nice to see you all and to recognise so many of you. Absolutely. And isn't that wonderful that 6 months ago, in fact, what's the date today? Oh my goodness me. Yesterday was 6 months to the day that we started HOMECHOIR. So we've been on the air 6 months and 1 day today. How about that? That's really quite something. 6 months ago, I was making the third video. That's right, it was a Sunday morning. It was the one where I came downstairs and I had 40 subscribers. And I think the video started with me in my dressing gown, then spotting that I had 40 subscribers and clicking my fingers, and suddenly I was in a tie. You know? Oh my goodness, what a lot of fun. It's lovely to see you all. Cheers. Thank you, Kit Kat. Yes, subscription is free. Doesn't cost you anything. It's just it's like joining the channel, and it just, as I've said, it helps our numbers. So if you wouldn't mind, thank you, everybody. Now, do bear in mind you're going to need the music for today. We'll start in about 2 or 3 minutes. We have 3 beautiful pieces from the classical repertoire today. We're going to start with Cast Thy Burden Upon the Lord from Elijah. And this is a little tribute to everybody in Self-Isolation Choir who started Elijah this week. I'm sure you'll agree it is a substantial sing. And a few of them have been in touch to say, goodness me, this is a lot harder than the summer school. To which I have to remind everybody, remember when we started Messiah all that time ago now, 5.5 months ago. The very first rehearsal was And the Glory of the Lord, and we also had a look at And He Shall Purify, and I remember everybody just saying, this is impossible, how on earth are we going to learn this in 9 weeks? Of course we did, and it's the same with Elijah. To begin with, it will seem like a bit of an uphill climb, but once we get into the swing of it, and once these rehearsals are under our belts, it'll be absolutely fine. So yes, the first one is Cast Thy Burden. If Ye Love Me, it's just one of my absolute favourite bits of singing. It is like putting aloe vera on a burn. It's so comforting and so soothing. It's just what I needed. And then this gorgeous bit of Elgar. Again, a little tribute to the last night of the proms here in the UK, which was last night. Amazing performance, amazing singing and playing, and just so lovely to see live music happening again, albeit massively socially distanced. And then we'll sing 2 gospel songs. We'll sing Every Time I Feel the Spirit, which is that great song that we learnt way back in June, that's all about trains and about getting on the gospel train effectively, which leads us to the last song for today, which is Plenty Good Room, which is our adaptation of Kirby Shaw's version of that great spiritual, which is again about trains, but I've taken to mean there's room in our choir, in our virtual space. There's plenty good room in our online choir. So please make sure you've got your refreshments ready, everybody. If it's very early in the morning, you would be forgiven for having a large coffee. But if you've been up for a bit, then a large drink of water. As Kit Kat quite rightly says, and thanks so much for that, KK, do please hit the thumbs up. Do subscribe if you can. And lovely to see you. Cheers, everyone. And yes, don't forget to hang around for the surprise at the end, because I don't know what the surprise is, but I've been told there's a surprise at the end. I've been looking in cupboards just to check that Val isn't hiding under the desk or something, and so far it's all right. Okay, everybody, I think we'll get started. A very good morning. Thank you for being here. Hello, everybody. It is 11 o'clock on Sunday morning, and a very warm welcome to all of you. Welcome to our Sacred Sing. This is something we've started, 5 months ago now. We've been on the air, as we've just discovered, just realised, 6 months now. And the Sacred Sing sort of evolved out of our desire, really, our need, our familiarity with singing on a Sunday morning. And as that's been rather sadly taken away from us, well, come and sing with us here on Home Choir. Now, we learn new pieces every week. We have a classical work, we have a spiritual/gospel piece, and that always then feeds into Sunday. So today is no exception. We're going to be singing the pieces we learned on the channel this week, along with a couple of pieces that we've been singing for the last few weeks and months. So I'm going to do my little change here. I'm going to bring in the words at the side. No, it's this side. Okay, so here we go. 3, 2, 1. There we go. Welcome, everybody. Still learning how to use the buttons here. So we'll start in a moment with Mendelssohn's beautiful Cast Thy Burden from Elijah. Tallis, If You Love Me will be the second piece. We'll sing Elgar's Ave Verum Corpus, which we learned on the channel earlier this week. And if you want to learn any of these pieces, of course, if you're just visiting for today, you can look on the channel, and I've put teaching videos up for each of these pieces, along with a score when it's available. There's no cost to you. Just feel free to go and watch those and learn those pieces. And then we'll pause just for a minute to think and to contemplate. And as I'm very careful to say each week, this isn't a service. I am not a priest. I'm not ordained in any way, despite the prevalence of internet sites that will turn me into a priest of various online churches. I am not a vicar, but I would invite you, if you would like to, spend that 1 minute of silence, saying a prayer, or really use it any way you like, everybody. All right, we'll just close our eyes for 1 minute and think. And after that, we'll sing our 2 gospel songs, Every Time I Feel the Spirit and Plenty Good Room. Great song. And so before we sing, obviously we'll warm up. But before that, I just want to tell you what's coming up on the channel this week. So obviously last week was the first week of Home Choir. This week, well, we're going to be carrying on in the same vein, but this we're going to change the music out, obviously. So this week on Classical and Trad, join me for a really beautiful piece of classical music, and that is classicals in the classical era. This is music by Joseph Haydn, and it is the Kyrie from his Missa Brevis, otherwise known as the Little Organ Mass. It's really very, very pretty. It's not a very long piece. It's only about 2 minutes. It is a very brief Missa Brevis, very short, very little. So that will be on Tuesday. So join me at 2 o'clock on Tuesday for Classical and Trad. And then on Wednesday, well, we had our first deep dive this week. I had loads of fun, and I had lots of lovely messages from people who really enjoyed it. So the deep dive is a theory and musical kind of technique discussion. There's no singing. We're going to have a look at the music and the chords and how they work, and I'll take your questions live on air at 2 o'clock on Wednesday. So join me for that. And then, of course, the fun Friday. We're going to sing a version of When the Saints Go Marching In. So most people know the tune, but you won't know this arrangement. And we're going to bring back the wonderful If It Wasn't for the Hours Is In Between as our music hall number. So everybody, that is this week that's coming up. I hope you'll come and join me for those broadcasts. Of course, if you can't join us live, it's all recorded here for you, so do enjoy. So I think we'll get on with some singing this morning, folks. If I could ask you to make sure, as always, you've got your drink of water handy. Please stay hydrated, particularly if you're in a very hot climate. Hello, Jill. So I hope you're keeping warm and keeping hydrated, keeping cool, actually. And just make sure you've got some space around you so that if you need to move, you're not going to knock anything over or knock anybody over. So if I could ask you to stand up for me, please, and just plant your feet that shoulders width apart. Thanks ever so much. Make your knees nice and soft. Give yourself a nice straight back and a long neck, and start to take some nice deep breaths in and out, just in your own time. That's wonderful. And those of you who aren't standing for whatever reason this morning, that's absolutely fine. But if I could ask you as well to give yourself a straight back and a long neck, and everybody, it might help even to close your eyes and just breathe very, very gently, very calmly. As you breathe in, allow yourself to breathe a little bit more perhaps than you would breathe just for just regular sitting or chatting, really quite deep breath. And as you breathe out, empty your lungs, blow all that air away from you. That's great. Let's do that one more time. Make your mouth nice and tall, breathe in, and blow the air away from you. Well done, everyone. Thank you. Just continue to breathe deeply. Keep this lovely and smooth. Empty your lungs when you breathe out. Fill your lungs when you breathe in. And as you're doing that, just allow your neck and your shoulders to relax. Allow the tension to drain away from your jaw. We carry a lot of tension in our jaw, everybody. So just allow that to run down the neck, down the shoulders, down the arms. And allow it to kind of gather like a little avalanche of tension to just roll away. And just to leave you just feeling relaxed and calm and ready to make some sound. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Let's do a bit of humming. Okay, we'll start a little lower today. We'll start on a B. All right, so hum with me. Here we go. And... now, ooh, please. Thank you very much indeed. We haven't quite finished. We're just going to have a little drink to rehydrate yourselves. This is, believe it or not, this is water, but this is the biggest cup I could find. Cheers, everyone. Okay, so we got to an F. So what we'll do now is we'll just hum up a third and down again with me, and... still humming. Now, ooh. And one more, ah. Thank you very, very much indeed, folks. Well done. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to turn to the first piece for today. And if you look in the description, you'll find your scores. There are scores available for the first 3 pieces. They're all PDFs. And... do consider, if you have the facility, if you've got an iPad, do consider just having it on an iPad rather than printing it out. My children are saying quite a lot to me that we shouldn't print as much as we do, and so I've promised to say, where possible, if you can, folks, use this score electronically and do your bit for saving the environment, but it's entirely up to you. So we'll sing this lovely bit of Mendelssohn. This comes from the first half of Elijah, and this comes after a huge amount of turmoil and stress. The worshippers of the false god Baal are goaded by Elijah into a competition between this false god and the Lord Jehovah. And the followers of Baal cry out and call out for their god and rend their clothes and their garments and get really agitated. And then Elijah comes forward and sings a beautiful aria of calm and peace, and the choir, that is to say us, we respond. And so this is a piece that is designed to be heard after a lot of turmoil, a lot of angst, a lot of a very, very high emotion, and this is just to soothe, to calm the waters, as it were. So as we sing this one, just have in mind whatever's going on in your life, whatever's going on in the world at the moment, and there is quite a lot going on in the world, to just let it go and use this piece to help move us into this lovely calm space to perform. So I'll give you your notes and we'll sing together. Here we go, folks. And cast thy burden upon Thank you ever so much, everybody. Thank you. A moment of sheer peace and calm and bliss, really, in the middle of a very, very angst-ridden and very emotional work. That's why I felt it was a good piece for today. As I said, I made the mistake of very briefly glancing at the news over the course of the weekend, and there's a lot going on, folks. There is, and it can be quite easy. I find it very, very difficult sometimes, actually, to extricate myself from what's going on. You know, I look at the news and I think, oh my goodness me, what's going on? I look out of the window and blue sky, trees, birds singing, and I have to, from time to time, remind myself to turn off that news, turn off the stuff I can't do anything about today, and instead to focus on what's important. And what's important is my family, what's important are my friends, my wonderful singers, the people in my life who mean a lot to me. And so our next piece today, If Ye Love Me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may bide with you forever, in the Spirit of truth. This is music really that has been with us for hundreds and hundreds of years. Music that just really embodies love, that embodies the feeling of warmth and the feeling of comfort that love brings. And so as we sing this one, this beautiful bit of Thomas Tallis, I would urge you to think about those in your life that you love, to think about those in life who love you, and that includes all of us. Okay, this choir was founded on love. My love for everybody that I work with, that I sing with, and of course for everybody who comes along and sings with me every day. It is a huge honour and a huge privilege to be in this position, to be able to do this. So let's sing together. Let's enjoy this work that has really that has filled churches, houses, concert halls, cathedrals for centuries. And here it's filling this online space. It's sent out with lots of love from me to you, and from all of you to everybody else. So here are your notes. If Ye Love Me. Here we go. And if ye love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you Thank you, everybody. Thanks so much. As I say, that piece has brought peace to so many people for so long. It seemed, I don't know, it took me a while to get round to recording that one, because I felt that we had to, certainly I had to build up the expertise and the skills to be able to record it. And even as I'm listening along and I'm hearing all of the little imperfections in the recording, but you know how it all fits together. It's all about, as I say, creating a community and creating this feeling of love. And that brings us to our third piece for today, everybody. Our new piece on the channel, another setting of Ave Verum Corpus. And of course, the Mozart Ave Verum Corpus is a really very, very important work to me and to all of you out there in the what was Quarantine Choir, is now Home Choir, and of course in the Self-Isolation Choir. If it weren't for the Mozart Ave Verum Corpus, very, very high possibility that Messiah at Home and Self-Isolation Choir and so on probably wouldn't have happened. And so it is a very, very strange thing to look at a piece of music and to think of it as such an important catalyst for such an amazing project. And now this is another setting of the same words and a very different feel, but still with the same sense of warmth and love that we've been enjoying with the Mendelssohn and the Tallis. And so if you've sung this one with me this week, I'll leave it up to you which part you want to sing. If you want to sing the solo part, then please do. If you want to just sing a bass part, if you just want to sing one note, that's entirely up to you. But I would invite everybody to join me in singing this lovely bit of Elgar as we move towards the central point of our broadcast. And after this, we'll pause for just 1 minute and just think about everything I've said so far today. Think about how things are in your life. And to think about everything that we've done over the last 6 months. Amazing. Okay, here we go, everybody. Enjoy the Ave Verum Corpus by Edward Elgar.
Ave Verum Corpus natum ex Maria Virgine vere passum immolatum in cruce promine. Ave Verum Corpus natum ex Maria Virgine vere passum immolatum in cruce promine, cuius latus perforatum und affluxit sanguine est nobis pregustatum mortis in examine, cuius latus perforatum et affluxit sanguine est nobis pregustatum mortis in examine. O clement, o pie, o dulcis Iesu Filii Mariae,
Thank you very much indeed, everybody. Just listening to the way that Elgar set that last line and how that last chord just melts and sinks down and settles into the pot. It's almost as if you're lying down in bed, just that last moment before you just let yourself drift off to sleep. And so on that, ladies and gentlemen, I'd invite you to spend just the next minute thinking. As I've said, if you want to pray, you're very, very welcome to. We're just going to bow our heads for a minute and then we'll sing some of our gospel songs. Thank you ever so much, everyone. Thank you very much indeed, folks. Well, those of you who are experienced sacred sing choristers will know this is the point in our broadcast where, as I'm fond of saying, if I had a tie, I would loosen it. This is the point where we will now sing some of our gospel and spiritual songs. And so today we're going to be bringing back one of my favourites. This is Every Time I Feel the Spirit. And just like the other song we're singing today, this is one of those songs that was written really with hidden messages about the slavery railroad. But what's happened is over the years, I think a lot of people have just, well, singing about trains is fun, as one of my choristers said. And so we mustn't forget the importance of these songs and what they really mean. But at the same time, it's vital that we get a real feeling of fun and enjoyment out of these pieces. So Every Time I Feel the Spirit, I think I first performed this with one of my choirs, my wonderful ladies choir, back in 2005, 2006. And so I'm going to dedicate this to anyone out there who is a member or former member of the New Harmony Ladies Choir Bristol. And there are a few still around. Lots of love to all of you ladies. All right, so we're just going to transpose. This is my cheating. Oh, off it said. That's interesting. What's happened there? Okay. There we go. So we're going to sing Every Time I Feel the Spirit, folks. I've just taken it out of the bass register for those of you who are sopranos and tenors. All right, you can thank me for that one later on. So let's have some fun. Every Time I Feel the Spirit. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Up on the mountain where my Lord spoke, out of his mouth came fire and smoke. Looked all around me, it looked so fine. I asked my Lord if all this was mine. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. There is but one train upon this track. It runs to heaven and runs right back. If I behave, they'll let me ride. I'll have a home there when I get inside. Every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. Yes, every time I feel the Spirit moving in my heart, I will pray. I will pray. I will pray. I will pray. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Well done. Great piece, as I say. Lots and lots of love to everybody in the New Harmony Ladies Choir if you're watching. Oh. Hello, Katie.
What's up?
Do you want to come and just... So, Katie's here. Hello, everybody. Say hello to Katie. Katie has just presented me with something. Hi. Right.
Oh, God, don't tell
Off
me.
we go. Wow. This looks absolutely very, very, very gorgeous. Very, very pretty. So here we go. Ben, with grateful thanks from Quarantine Choir. That is absolutely gorgeous. Folks, what I'm going to do, if you don't mind, this is absolutely lovely, is we'll sing our Plenty Good Room and then I'll open it. Okay? I will open it in front of everybody, but let's sing, okay? Because I know some people have got to get off and get on with their day. So let's sing Plenty Good Room, and then I'm really looking forward to opening this. I suspect, what do we think? A bike? New car? Fridge freezer? I don't know. We'll find out in a minute. Right, so let's sing Plenty Good Room. That's why Katie was out of bed before 2 p.m. Kit Kat, you've managed to achieve something I don't think anyone's ever managed to achieve, which is to get my teenage daughter out of bed on Sunday before midday. And for that, I thank you. How did you do it? That's all I want to know. So let's sing Plenty Good Room, everybody, and have fun. After this, I will open my present, I promise. Here we go. Have fun, everyone.
plenty good room, plenty good room, plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room, there's a plenty good room, there's a plenty good room on the glory train.
Well, you're gonna need a ticket if you wanna ride.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
But it ain't gonna happen unless you qualify.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
Better mind what you say and what you do.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
There's a mighty, mighty power watching over you.
Plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room on the glory train.
Well, now hear the angel Gabriel shouting, all aboard.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
'Cause the glory trains are heading up to heaven's door.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
There's a long golden pathway reaching toward the sun.
Plenty good room on the glory train.
Now the heavenly journey has just begun.
Plenty good room on the glory train. Plenty good room, there's a plenty good room. Plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room. There's a plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room. Plenty good room. Plenty good room on the glory train. There's a plenty good room. Plenty good room. Plenty good room on the glory train.
Thank you, everybody. Give yourselves a huge round of applause. Absolutely brilliant. I tell you what, that song is going to be stuck in my head for the rest of the day, but it's worth it. Now, look, I have to find out what this is. This is absolutely lovely. So, for those of you who've had enough singing and don't want to sing, do you know what? I think I'll go back to I'll get rid of the words here. Hang on. Excuse me a second. So, we're going to go back to this one. I'm going to, excuse me. There we go. Right. So now I can have a look at what this is. So I've got a beautiful, beautiful card. Now you see, Val came to the house yesterday with ice cream. And I thought, well, that's lovely of Val to bring ice cream to the house. But then my children were up and whispering this morning. Cause I suspect Val did a courier job here. So thank you so much, Val. And that explains why Val and Heather and Kit Kat were all having lunch the other day. You see, it all makes sense. Thank you so much for this. It's not ticking, so that's a good sign. Okay. Ooh. Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness me. Members of the Quarantine Choir present a small gift to Ben England for his hard work and dedication to the Quarantine Choir Online in the midst of the pandemic. This is incredible. Look at this, folks. Oh, this is gorgeous. Oh, Heather and Albert and Eileen and Jane. Oh, wow. And Anne and Jane James. And there's Norb. And there's KK. And with your cats, there's Gina. And there's Val. And Julie. And hello, Jill in Thailand. This is absolutely gorgeous. And Jenny, Cynthia, Charlotte. Right, now I've started. I've got to say hello to everybody. Hello, Sue and Dorothy. Hi, Marion. And Leslie, this is absolutely gorgeous. And Shona, and there's my lovely friend Corinne. Hi, Corinne. Jenny and Judith and Patrick. Hi, folks. Oh, and there's Rosa. Hi, Rosa. And Breda with your teddy bears and your cat. This is gorgeous. Chris and Malcolm and Dave and Jill. Hello, folks. And there's Jean and there's Christine. Hiya. Oh, wow. And Jackie and Linda. And so many lovely, lovely people. Folks, this is gorgeous. And then some songs that you've written. Wow. Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have an amazing day looking through this. This is incredible. The work that's gone on into this is
phenomenal, and I just can't thank you enough. Wow. I'm going to have to put together an entire new bookshelf for all of the lovely presents that my choir support me and made for me. Incredible. Thank you. I do hope that everybody's going to get a copy of this. So let us know. All right. Absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. I love all the words at the end. We've got a new version of Did I Do to Do We Love You, Ben. Oh, Heather, that's lush. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. That is... the word is a delight. That is an absolute delight. Dear, dear friends, thank you so much. That means so much to me. I'm going to have... Well, you've made my day. You really have. This is wonderful. Everybody, I will go and have a look at this. I'm going to be ranting and raving about how brilliant this is all week. Look out on Twitter later on when I can put my reaction out on there. And I just hope the rest of you have a wonderful day. And lots of love from me to you. So I'll see you on Tuesday. Come along and sing that bit of Haydn with me, okay? The deep dive on Wednesday. Any theory questions, send them to me. And I'll see you soon. Lots of love, folks. This is absolutely gorgeous. KK, special thanks to you, to Heather and to Val, all right? Thank you very much indeed. Take care, everybody. Have a great Sunday. See you soon.